All right, Boruto 61, happy chapter day. We have madness. And let me just start by saying this. I understand within the Boruto community, there's a select, well, I don't even know how many of y'all niggas is, but it's enough for me to notice. And the feeling is, where's the time skip? Where's the hands? What's up with the pacing? But to me, I believe that there is a genius being overlooked in what's been going down in these past few chapters. And the feelings of those who have that uneasiness, that anxiousness, that restlessness of, yo, what are we doing? Like, come on, guys, we need that shit. You guys are actually mirroring the emotions and the tone of what's happening in the manga currently. And I think that is beautiful because to me, this chapter was one that was told through the personalities and the dialogue of the characters, and each character contributed to that overall tone. And since the whole TV interview chapter, which was 56, I believe that this has been something that has been elevated and has gave us a more fluid reading experience in terms of writing. I know there hasn't been a lot of action. There's been some info dumps here and there, but I just think that the in terms of just the writing, the experience itself has been something where you're kind of more involved in the universe. You're kind of a bit more engulfed in the universe rather than just being explained what's happening. Whereas in past chapters, predating Kishimoto's takeover, aside from 52 to 55, because I felt like he was still a little bit rusty. I know we got some heat. We got some fucking heat as far as the content goes, as far as the narrative goes. But as far as certain little details, such as when Kurama dies, there was no real emotion coming from Naruto. There was, that's going to be something that's going to be expanded upon when the anime comes around, right? But I feel like past chapters have either been direct to the categories of action-packed or info dump. But I think from chapters 56 up until now and continuing on, I don't have a worry about what's to come as far as writing and the experience of reading the manga, because I feel like Kishimoto has finally reached his rhythm. He's in a rhythm where he can now hide the medicine, where he allows his characters to kind of live the experience. They live the story as opposed to explaining the story. And that is something that comes from their personalities and emotions. Like I said, whereas in the past, things have been more so event heavy or information heavy, where you could read the manga and be like, yo, it's popping off, but the character development wasn't necessarily there all the time. I feel we're at a point where Kishimoto himself is elevating the characters as opposed to leaving that responsibility to the anime. And just off of sequence of events, let's start with Boruto, Kawaki, Shikadai, and Inojin. And just to paint the picture, right? So right now I'm Boruto, right? I got my damn cards. I'm hoping for my nigga Sasuke and shit. I open this shit, I see Shino. What the fuck? I'm throwing these bitches all up in the air. I'm frustrated per Boruto's usual way. But he also explains it's not even about the cards, man, because now he's looking up and shit. He sees spies and what. Now he's like, look at this fool over here. Like, that frustration extends to just his situation in general. I got this fuck nigga over here looking at me and shit. He's not even fucking hiding. A round of applause for him. You're so good at your job, right? Whereas at that point, we have Shikadai, the level-headed one. Hey man, take it easy, bro. Don't be so hard on him. Boruto like, man, fuck all this shit. These niggas following us around. I can't, get my beauty sleep. And then we get Kawaki. Kawaki always got some smart shit to say. That's just his character, his personality. Yo, shut the fuck up, bro, man. You've been sleeping like a baby with that dumbass look on your face. Like, each character within this scene itself has personality, and it contributes to the storytelling of what the fuck is popping up. No one says anything that doesn't make sense coming out of their mouth. Shikadai, the level-headed one, explaining the situation, explaining the whole sensory unit. Inojin even chimes in with his 2 cents with pride in his clan. Yeah, man, you don't even got shit to worry about, dog. The sensory unit's top-notch, because his whole mama invented this shit. And him himself has pride in his clan. And with us, come on, no one's going to infiltrate this shit. Another thing I find interesting within that, we have Boruto and Kawaki, who have been the ones in the field seeing this shit pop off firsthand and are really the ones being monitored and whatnot because the whole karma ceiling and everything. So they have a whole different spin on this. Like, fuck this shit. We're tired of this shit. We've been fighting in the field. We came back. Now we're getting watched. Whereas we have Shikadai and Inojin, they're more so on the outside looking in. Yeah, they may know what's been popping off, but they didn't really experience it. So they're on the opposite end. They're kind of like, yo, just chill out, take it easy, we gonna be good. You know, they don't know what the fuck is popping off. And let me also add this, Shikadai, he gets the best friend of the fucking year award because he's been that dude constantly at Kawaki's side. Yo, take it easy, my man. I know there's rumors going on and all that. You're getting watched, but just be chill. Like, you're a part of this village. And on Boruto, you know, Shikadai got to come in, yo, take it easy. Like, you know, let's just play the guard games. You know, I know that they're watching you, but they allow you a certain freedom to where we could just chill and play cards. Boruto's like, man, fuck this bullshit, dog. I ain't had freedom in forever. You're talking about freedom, bruh. I'm a vessel to Momoshiki. Niggas is watching me. Yeah, and Kawaki's in. I got rumors. Motherfuckers, I don't even know. He ain't really a vessel, but niggas is after me and shit. I'm paranoid. Fuck all the bullshit. Niggas don't really fuck with me like that. So it's like, it's all there. Now enters Sasuke, who has been MIA for the past few, I don't know how many chapters. He's back. And this frustration even extends to Sasuke as he's checking out the whole claw marks, codes marks, and whatnot. He's looking at them. He peeps at the homies and shit, watching and shit. He's like, yo, dog, you ain't even gotta worry about it. He ain't gonna come out through here. This nigga, who the fuck is this random ass nigga, this NPC ass nigga, pulling up at Sasuke like, dog, how would you even know that? You're like, blah, 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 blah. You know, he's bickering with Sasuke, and out of his own character, Sasuke. This is something that happens, like, he's like, you know, talking this shit, but you could tell Sasuke is frustrated himself. He's like, you know what, bro, do what you want to do. I'm gonna do my job, you do yours. You ain't gotta worry about shit. Like, there's a bit of bickering. There's some attitude coming from Sasuke, because like I said, relating to the fan base itself, we are on eggshells, my nigga. Like, what the fuck? These niggas could pop up at any time. When is it gonna fucking happen? Like, what like, that frustration coming from Sasuke is pretty telling, because that's not really, usually he's calm, cool, and collected. But in that moment, it's like those words kind of got to him. Like, motherfucker, you know I'm Sasuke, right, bruh? Like, if I say you ain't got to worry about this shit, he ain't gonna come through this shit. He evaluated that whole situation, and he was right, because there's these claw marks on the wall, but the whole time, this nigga has some shit on the trees that kind of blend in with the tree. I'm like, oh shit, okay, Sasuke, we got you, my nigga. And then on to the next scene with Shikamaru and Amato, the two fucking brain ass niggas in the whole leaf, smoking cigarettes and shit. Their dialogue, their bickeringness, the whole thing, like, it's like a casual shit talk. It's like white collar shit talk. It's like, I put it like this. You and your homie, they are not even your homie. You got a nigga that you work with, you don't fuck with him, but you can't put them hands on him because you gonna get fired. It's like some slick shit talking, like, hey, dog, you know we ain't allowed to smoke up here. Meanwhile, he got a cigarette in his mouth. He's like, you know, it's tongue in cheek. It's back and forth. I don't really trust you like that. There's a sense of tensity. And then he kind of just, you know, you could tell he kind of wished it was true. He asked Amato, do you think, you know, Code may be in a depression or whatnot? Like, he might not even attack when we think he will. Like, maybe he's just going to not extract his revenge. Amato laughs at this shit straight in his face. Like, bruh, that's wishful thinking. This nigga is on his way. He's going to come for us, bruh. Don't even trip about that. That's, like, guaranteed. But there's a thing within Shikamaru where he just wishes it's not going to be the case, because he knows this shit going to pop off. And the main thing, the real thing about Boruto, we've seen the Fourth Great Shinobi War. We've seen that shit. But the shit that's going to pop off in Boruto may be the biggest fight that any of these characters have ever witnessed. This is going to be like, this the real deal type shit. Like, niggas is on eggshells. Niggas is nervous. We are anxious. What the fuck? When are these niggas going to attack us? Because when they do, it's going to be some shit. So I understand it may feel as if nothing really popped off in this chapter, but it's all there. It's all before your eyes. It's in these actions. It's in these dialogue. It's in the way we're snapping at one another. That's the tone. It's a uneasiness. It's a restlessness. It's like, dog, you know what I'm saying? And some of my favorite moments came from that Shikamaru and Amato exchange where he's like, look, man, my cigarettes don't even taste good around you. You fucking bum. Like, you irritate me. And Sasuke, I'm giving Sasuke the MVP just because he made his appearance. He's back in the manga, and there's just those chapters, or not those chapters, but the panels where he's just kind of like looking at the claw marks. You know, he's dissecting them shits. Yeah, these are too obvious. There's probably some other ones hidden. Like he ain't saying this shit, but it's just pictures of Sasuke looking at the tree and shit, or not even the tree, but at the wall. I don't know why. I went back and forth between them. I was hyped just seeing my nigga. That's my nigga Sasuke. He's back. He's 100% healthy. One thing I would like to say concerning Sasuke, because I feel like it's going to be Sasuke versus Code, but the battle is coming to Konoha. There's no teleportation. There's nothing that Sasuke has to do to weaken. Well, he ain't even got the Rinnegan, but like, there is no reason for Sasuke to be at a lesser point right now. I think Sasuke might be full health, bruh. I mean, he may not have all his abilities he once had, but I think he's full health. I think he stands a chance against Code. If Sasuke gets whooped, if Sasuke gets dog handled, if he gets manhandled by my nigga Code, I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna be fucking sad. Cause as soon as he started walking towards them claw marks, I'm like, dog, don't die, dog. Don't do no crazy shit. Like, cause like they was like, yo, dog, chill. We ain't supposed to touch them shits. Sasuke walks up like a fucking G, does his little investigation, and I'm like, dog, if this nigga dies, it's gonna be a wrap. We need Sasuke in at least a few of the chapters of the time skip. I want to see Teen Sasuke, I mean not Teen Sasuke, I want to see Team Boruto alongside Sasuke. Them two niggas, drippy as fuck. I want to see that shit. And just a little tad bit to add on to the whole exchange between Amato and Shikamaru. I like how they didn't dumb it down. The vocabulary went up a notch because these are the intelligent people within the fucking manga, within the Naruto universe in general. These people are highly intelligent, so they're not going to fucking say stupid shit back and forth to one another. Also, Naruto's not in the scene, so no one has to dumb down the vocabulary for it. Whereas in other chapters, we would see some back and forth. Naruto be like, oh, what the fuck? Scratching his head and shit. And then someone would have to be like, all right, in layman's terms, this, and that is going down. Now, Ida's dojutsu, that shit look kind of scary. Like, I feel as if when that shit is activated, she kind of look kind of trash. Like, I don't mean in a like a lame way, but like in a like less attractive way. Like, she's more frightening than she is beautiful when that dojutsu is activated. And it looked like it was a moon in one eye. Did that right eye not look like a Rinnegan to y'all niggas? That shit looked like a Rinnegan. It looked just like a Rinnegan. As far as we learned some new Otsutsuki things so they could hide their chakra signature. Ida said that, gave us that information. Kawaki finds that out later on in the chapter. And then I'm assuming Boruto kind of caught wind because he was like, yo, why can I still tell where he is? Why can I sense him? And Kawaki says something similar to when he mentioned himself towards the lichens of Ishiki. Being on the same wavelength. We are on the same wavelength. So that's that Otsutsuki shit, my nigga. And one of the things that have been answered between how I felt Code and Ida could work together perfectly was the telecommunication. So we found a way. They don't have like an earpiece. Like I thought they were some type of Bluetooth. This nigga Code just fucking talked through his damn hand and left a mark on Ida where he could just talk to her. His lips poked out of her. That shit was gross. I agree with Ida. That shit was nasty. But overall, I can't complain about this chapter. There were two things that caught me from the beginning, and that was the whole nulling of the chakra. When Inojin brought that up, I was like, okay, let's see where this goes. Is it going to be an enemy who does that? I had no idea that it was going to be Kawaki who could figure that shit out, because he kind of sat on that for a minute, and I was thinking he was thinking about maybe a Kara member who could do that. Like, oh, now that you think about that, someone does have that ability within Kara. That's where I thought that was going to go. And when it came to the whole, oh, it's my bad luck, when Boruto stated that he was having bad luck, that made me think, okay, is something going to happen to Boruto later on in this chapter? Woo! You know what I just thought of? That nigga been on them pills. So pretty soon, I feel as if those pills may fuck with Boruto's sense of where Kawaki is. Like, not right now because it's too early in the game, but maybe in the time skip, he won't be able to, sense Kawaki's chakra because he's been taking the pills and all that shit. But let me just say that the pills may be the thing that caused a split between the two. I can't connect to my nigga because I've been on the pills. But that's it, dog.